Some people have asked me what Impact Activator is all about, and I go on doing this thing. What does it mean to you? So I did a little interview about it, which I'm going to share with you right now. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I really, really want to activate all the people who want to have impact in the world. Is that you? Is that you? Come on, come and join us. I love nurturing people. I love seeing people blossom. And I know that everyone can blossom. So don't be shy. Come along. Mwah. For those of you who don't know, I am Jacqueline Hollows, or also known as MamaJ, which was a nickname given to me by the lads that I worked with in prison, and it ended up sticking. So I'm known by people outside of that community now by that name. I've ended up doing lots of different things. I've also worked with professionals, I've worked in businesses, I've worked in all sorts of different situations. And what happened was the end of my social enterprise came about. So in 2020, really, COVID killed Beyond Recovery, because all the contracts that we had to roll out to the Southwest prisons and so on, they all disappeared. I started coaching people, and then eventually in 22 started working in communities and working with community groups. And all through this time, I've published a book, get crowdfunding, get private funding, get grant funding, etc. But my heart was in the prison system. And no matter how much I did love the people that I was working with, I just couldn't quite get traction again after COVID. And I kept trying different things and doing different things. And eventually last year, I realised that that's done. You know, when something's done and you just don't want to let it go. Well, that was done. And I thought, well, what next? What next? And I couldn't see what next. And in later conversations, we'll talk about that balance. But in a way, I had to have the confidence to close the business and leap into the unknown. Because the Beyond Recovery had become my identity. It was like who I am, and everyone knows me as the prison lady, and, you know, all of this. And I did have lots of thoughts about, well, who will I be? I'll be nobody without it. So that kept me stuck. And then some magical things happened that helped me realise it's time to let go and to see what next. And I absolutely couldn't see what next while I was still there, even though now it seems really obvious. So I decided to close the business at the beginning of December. Loads of opportunities occurred, which were great, including being offered to have my own TV show on a new spiritual streaming channel, which is very exciting. Lots and lots of opportunities occurred. And I thought, okay, well, I'll just feel my way forward and I'll see. And in January, we did the wind-up procedure, and Beyond Recovery was finally closed on the 30th of January. And I went to Denmark, as it happens, to run a Take Inspired Action workshop, 2 days, which I love doing. It's now a yearly event. And then I woke up in the middle of the night with a bolt of lightning and thought, actually, why don't I help people by teaching them what I know? And I've been doing this work for a long time. We have a curriculum that I partnered with Spark Initiative and Insight Alliance, and we run and train people on this curriculum. I've trained, I can't remember how many facilitators I've trained, so many facilitators, and they all go on to do amazing things, often in the social sector, because I tend to love working with socially minded entrepreneurs. But I noticed that a lot of people do that program and then it becomes shelf help. You know, they don't actually do anything with it. And that's because there's a ton of missing stuff. There's a ton of things that you don't necessarily know how to run a group, how to get funding, how to get in the door of a local organisation, how to speak about your transformation in a way that doesn't scare people off. There's so many things that actually I know about because for some lucky reason, I leap in first and then don't worry about the consequences. I thought, well, I could help people with that. That's what I want to do. So I've set up the Impact Activator. I wanted a follow-on program that really gives people the nuts and bolts of what to do next, how to practice if you need to practice, how to get funding if you need to do that. Like literally, I want to share everything I've learned. The whole intention is to get you from where you are now to actually running groups or getting contracts or whatever it is that you want to do. So I want to share everything. I want to have as many people on this program as possible. I'm so excited about it. I'm just as excited about this as I was when I set up Beyond Recovery, because I want to activate you all and have you all doing what you want to do around the world, because, my friends, this breaks my heart. There are people out there who know this understanding and who are lost and they don't know where to find help. And if we can activate people everywhere, they will know there will always be some place where it's accessible and you know they can get the help that they need. Some of the lads don't come back to the MamaJ because they don't want to let me down. And so I want to activate many, many, many more people so that there is a space for people to come to anywhere in the world. You know, like the 12-step fellowship. You can be in any city, anywhere in the world, and you can find a meeting. I would like to have that done, and I can't do that. So I'm going to activate all of you to do that. Now you've watched my why, hopefully it makes more sense to you. I have a free community on a platform called School, and I would love to have you in there. We have masterclasses, we have a brilliant crash course in there, a gorgeous community of changemakers like you who want to support each other. So come along, join in the fun, and you can lurk for a little bit if you like. You don't have to speak, but we welcome you, Mwah.